Hello friends, so I welcome you all in this GATE classes initiated by All India TechUp faculties. So this is my fourth lecture, and in the last three lectures we have already covered what is complex number, what is complex function, and then we have seen what is analytic function. Also we have seen the Cauchy-Riemann equation. Now in this lecture we first see the Milne-Thomson theorem, right? This theorem is very important to find out the value of complex function. So first we see what is Milne-Thomson theorem, and the second topic which is very important from the GATE point of view, that is the complex integration. In this complex integration, basically the important formula is basically this one, Cauchy integral formula, right? There has a two cases. I will discuss about these two cases, and then we see the GATE problem, right? So this is the first GATE problem which has been asked in 2015. We solve it, and then the second problem which are also based on this complex integration, which is asked in GATE 2018 in mechanical branch, right? So one by one we cover all these topics. So first let's see what is Milne-Thomson theorem. So first we try to understand what is the use of this theorem. So let's suppose if any question which is asked in GATE, if only u is given, means fz is equal to fz, this is the complex function which is basically given u plus iota v, right? This complex function required what? Real and imaginary part. Let's suppose in your question only this real part is given, that is u is given, right? So how you can find out this complex function fz? If u is given, means only the real part is given, or in the similar way, this is the first case if the real part is given, right? And this one is the second case where only the imaginary part is given. So if the real part is given, then what you have to find out? With the help of real part you can find out del u by del x. You differentiate this function u with respect to what? X, right? You will get del u by del x. You can represent this as u suffix x, right? And also you have to find out del u by del y. Del u by del y, you just differentiate this function partially with respect to y, and this is nothing but it is denoted by u suffix y, right? So if u is given and you have to find out this complex function fz, right? Then first what you do? You just find out del u by del x and del u by del y. So this is the first formula you can write. This is equation number 1. You have to only put the value of del u by del x here and del u by del y here and integrate, and you will get the function fz. So how you will do this? Integration del u by del x, this del u by del x, and this u is a function of what? U is function of x and y, right? So whatever you will get here del u by del x, in place of x you put z. देखिए यहाँ पे you have to put z comma 0, means in place of x you put z and in place of y you put 0, right? Whatever the result will be here, it will be in the form of z, and you can directly integrate and get the result. In the similar way, minus iota integration del u by del y, you just put this value of what? Del u by del y here, and again in place of x you just replace it by z and y is replaced by 0, right? So once you will integrate, you will get this complex function fz, right? So this is the first way to find out the value of fz if u is only given, right? This is a very simple process to find out the value of this fz. But again I repeat the same thing, in a GATE exam try to use the Cauchy-Riemann equation, as in the last lecture we have already done how to find out the value of imaginary part. If u is given, you can easily find out the value of v, right? If the value of v and the real and imaginary, if both part are known, you can directly put here and get the result, right? This is the simple technique to find out the value of the complex function. Second, let's suppose in the exam if it asks about fz, directly you have to find out fz, then you can use this Milne-Thomson method, right? This method is what? The main objective is how to find what? Analytic function fz if either u is given or v is given. Second case, let's suppose this is the first case, we have calculated this, you have only calculated del u by del x and del u by del y. This is the second case. Let's suppose the imaginary part is given, means v is given. Then what you will do? You just find out del v by del x, that is represented by v suffix x, and also del v by del y, means you have to differentiate this function partially with respect to x and y. So del v by del y, which is basically what? V suffix y. Now again, either in some books they have also denote it as vx and vy. So don't confuse by these notation. Only simply you have to find out the value of del v by del x and del v by del y, right? So now this formula, now what is the difference between these two? Try to understand. Here you have used del u by del x first and minus sign plus I, right? Minus I, iota, right? Here it is plus, in place of minus here it is plus, right? If v is given, imaginary part is given, then how you can find out this value? So in place of minus you just put in equation 2. Second, here you have used first del u by del x, but here first you have to put del v by del y, and then in the second del v by del x, right? So you have to learn in this way. If u is given, then you just put del u by del x, del u by del y, and here minus sign is with iota, right? If v is given, in that case first you have to put the value of del v by del y. Again, in place of x you have to put z, in place of y you have to put 0. After the differentiation, whatever you will get, you know this u and v both are function of x and y. Once you will differentiate, this will again you will get these value, either del u by del x or del u by del y or del v by del x or del v by del y. In both of the case you will get the function, these are function of basically x and y. So once you will differentiate, you put here what? Z0, means x is replaced by z and y is replaced by 0. So this is totally function of what? Z, right? And in that case you have to put what? In place of x you put z, in place of y you put 0, and integrate this function. You will get the what? Complex function. So this is the Milne-Thomson theorem. By using this theorem we can find out the value of what? Complex function or analytic function, right? So now we also use this to find out some we apply this Milne-Thomson theorem on some problems, right? Now second is the complex integration. This is also very important topic, because most of the question are asked from this complex integration, right? So now first theorem is Cauchy integral theorem. This is the first theorem. This is, what is this theorem? This theorem, now it is known कि if we have to find out the value of any complex integration, right, this type fz dz, right, then we use this formula, means Cauchy integral theorem or Cauchy integral formula. So what is the difference between these two? One by one we try to understand. So if fz is analytic, you have seen what is analytic function. So it is the first case, if fz is an analytic function at every point inside and on a simple closed curve C. Let's suppose this fz, which is basically what? Analytic at every point of this region R, right? Then you can directly write integration over this region R, fz dz is basically what? 0, right? If it is analytic every point of this region. Second, if the function is given fz right? And they have asked, you can directly put this value integration r fz dz is equal to 0 if this function fz is analytic everywhere inside this domain, right? Now second formula, Cauchy integral theorem, right? The similar way, let's suppose this is the domain. In what is the difference between the first and two? Now see, this is the second case. What is Cauchy integral formula? Let's suppose fz is analytic inside and on a closed curve R, right? But it fails to be analytic at z0. Basically z0 is inside this region R and this form integration fz upon z minus z0 dz, right? This will be given in your question paper, fz upon z minus z0 dz. You can see here, if z basically this you can see here, if you put z is equal to z0, then what? This total function, I am not talking about this particular, this total function fz upon z minus z0, what will be happened? If you put z is equal to z0, this total function is not defined, right? Because 1 by 0, right? fz by 0, right? So if this type of function is given, then you have to put what? 2 pi iota into fz0. Here fz is given, so simply you put in place of z, z0, right? And you will get the result. So this is the first formula. If this is given, you just compare. If let's suppose this is the first case, if fz upon z minus z0 is given and it asks about the value of this integration, right? So first condition, you check whether this z0 is lie inside this region or not. If it is lie, we can use this Cauchy integral formula. So what you will just compare, you just find out this is fz, so fz is here and you have z0, right? So in the right hand side you have to put what? 2 pi iota, fz is given and you have to put fz0. So whatever the fz is here, you just put z is equal to z0 and finally you will get the what? Result by this equation 1, right? So now the second case, let's suppose if the power is given, here there has a power 1, right? fz upon z minus z0 raised to the power 1, but here you see integration fz upon z minus z0 raised to the power n plus 1 dz, right? If it is greater than 1, then you have to use the second formula, that is 2 pi iota upon factorial n fn. This is nth derivative, basically nth derivative at z0, right? So 2 pi iota upon factorial n fn nth derivative z0. So if this the second case, we use once the power is what? Greater than 1. Once power is 1, you use the first formula, right? The equation number 1. And if the power is basically greater than 1, here you can see n plus 1. In that case, let's suppose like this, z square upon, they just ask z minus 1 raised to the power 2, right? In that case, you just compare and get what about n. So here n plus 1 is equal to what? 2, right? So n is what? N plus 1 is equal to 2. So n value is what? 1 in this case. So in the right hand side, in place of this n, you just put 1, and fz, you just differentiate this function how many times? 2 times, right? How many times? Here n is 1, so only we differentiate this 1 time, right? Whatever we get, we just do. If this power is 3, in that case n value will be what? 2. So 2 times differentiate. So in this way you solve the problem of the complex integration using the Cauchy integral formula, right? Now see the first problem. I think it is clear, these two formula. The first formula is fz upon z minus z0 dz, right? And the second is if the power is greater than 1. Now one of the most important property of these two, what is the difference between these two? This formula is useful once z0 is lie inside this domain R. First you check whether this z0 is lie inside this domain or not. If it is lie, then we can calculate by this formula. If it is not lie, in that case we can directly put its integral value is what? 0, right? So this is the difference between the Cauchy integral theorem and Cauchy integral formula. Now yes, now we move on the gate problem. So yes, this is the first problem, and this problem is asked in GATE 2015 in EC branch, right? So now first we read the question carefully. What is the question? Now see, C is the circle of radius R. This is given a circle C, right? First what we have to check? First we have to check whether this Z naught is lie inside this circle or not, right? So this is the circle, circle C, which center is basically here given Z naught, right? This is the center of the circle Z naught, right? And radius is given R. Now it asks what? In the complex plane Z, if n is a non-zero integer, that is okay. Here it asks about the value of what? It is given n is non-zero integer, right? Non-zero integer, so it may be any value. Now see, it asks about this function, what? Integration dz upon z minus z naught raised to the power n plus 1 dz. You have just seen, this is what? Since z naught is lie inside this region C, here the region is basically the circle C, hence we can apply the what? Cauchy integral formula. We can apply here the Cauchy integral formula. But the second case, because the power is what? N plus 1. It is not 1, it is n plus 1. So Cauchy integral formula. And now you know what is Cauchy integral formula if the power is what? N plus 1. We have seen it is 2 pi iota, right? And first we just write the general form and then put here this value, right? So first we write the general form and compare with that one. So here the general form is what? This integration, this is fz dz and upon z minus z naught raised to the power n plus 1 dz. This is the formula that is given, and this z naught must be lie inside this circle C. So this formula is what? 2 pi iota upon factorial n, and this is nth derivative at z naught, right? Now you just compare it. What about fz? For this case, if you just compare with this problem, then you can observe this fz is here what? 1. Just see here, it fz is what? Fz is given here 1, means it's a constant value, right? What about z naught? Z naught is z naught, no problem, rest of the values are same. Only the problem is what? With the this fz. So fz is 1. Now you can see here, it is basically 2 pi iota. Once you put here this value, all this value, 2 pi iota, n is same, here n plus 1 power, here n plus 1 power. So we can write here factorial 1. Only the difference between these two is what? If you compare, only the difference is the value of fz. So we have to differentiate it n time, and once you will differentiate more than one time, what will happen? This is given non-zero integer. This means that it is at least one time differentiable, right? N is non-zero integer. This means that it is one time integer differentiable. So once you, this is a constant function, and once you will differentiate at least one time, it will be what? 0. Very simply, because we have to differentiate it n time, and here it is given non-zero integer. This means that it will be differentiate at least one time. So once you will differentiate this constant function fz one time, you will get what? 0. So once you will put fz 0, it doesn't affect, it is basically 0. So finally what we will get? Its value is nothing but 0. So by using this Cauchy integral formula, we have to compare the value of fz and z0 and put here, right, and we get what? 0. So according to this, option number B is correct, right. This is the very simple problem based on direct Cauchy integral formula. Now we just see the second problem. Yes, this second problem is asked in GATE 2018 in mechanical branch, right. And now one more thing, you just cross check it because there has a several set, so maybe it will be in set number 1, 2 or 3, right. So now the question is what? Let z be the complex variable, right. For a counterclockwise C, there is no problem with counterclockwise C, centered at origin, right, centered at origin. So this is basically centered at origin, it is given. Now this is a circle C which is basically what? Centered at origin, right. Now we have to find out what? Now you have to see integral 1 upon 5z minus 4 dz a pi iota. This is given. Now you have to find out what is the value of a. Now you can use the Cauchy integral formula. Here the power is 1, so it is very easy for us. One more thing, here it must be given this value of the radius also, because we have to check whether this z0 is lie inside this circle or not. So I think this must be at least 1 so that it lie inside this circle R, right. I think the radius is 1, right. So hypothetically I just suppose it, because once this this value z0 will lie inside this circle, then only we apply the Cauchy integral formula. So now you know the Cauchy integral formula if the power is what? If the power is 1. So again fz upon z minus z0 dz. I just compare with the first form, right. There has a two cases, right. Yes, the we recently we have used the second case, right, for if the power is n plus 1. Now in this case you can see here this is power 1, so directly we use 2 pi iota fz naught. So now you put this value here. Yes, our formula is if the power is 1 what? 2 pi iota fz naught, right. You have to simply put, and then we have to find out the value of a, lastly we compare it and get the result. Now what is our problem? Our problem is, question is what? Here 1 upon 5z minus 4 dz, right. Now you see, now we have to make it equivalent to this so that we can compare it. Now here fz is what? In fz it is 1, so no problem, we put here 1. But here z minus z0 and here 5z minus 4. So once you will common 5, then the coefficient of this z will be 1. देखिए यहाँ पे क्या है? z minus z0, here 5z minus 4. So you have to make 5 outside, or you can just common it, and now the problem is what? Z minus 4 by 5. Now we can compare it, right. Now see, z in place of z0, z minus z0. So z0 value is what? 4 by 5, right. 4 by 5. So you can directly put here this value by using this Cauchy integral formula. This is what? Cauchy integral formula. Since the power is 1, so we use the first case, right. So this 1 by 5 will be outside, and in place of this one you can put this value of what? You just compare 2 pi iota. So I just write 2 pi iota into what? Fz naught, and you can, once you will compare with this, you can see here this fz is what? For this case, this fz is 1. So it doesn't affect whether you put 1 or 2 or 3, right? Here its value is basically fz naught. Z naught is what? Here z naught is 4 by 5. 4 by 5. We have to put here 4 by 5 in place of z. Now once you have compared, then what you observe? Fz is basically a constant value 1. So whether you put 4 by 5 or 5 by 4 or whatever you value, you just get a constant value. So it doesn't affect on overall result, right? Fz, f 4 by 5 is what? Again 1. So finally we get 2 by 5 pi and iota, because its value is what? 4 by 5 is basically what? 1. Since we have compared with the general formula of the Cauchy integral and see this fz is what? 1. So we can directly put this value is 1. So you will get this result, that is 2 by 5 pi iota. So now yes, we have this value. Now this value is equal to what? A pi iota. Now it's just see here, we can put this value and get the value of a. So now we have integral value is what? Integral value we have calculated 2 by 5 pi iota, and it is already given this is equal to a pi I. So you just put a pi I iota. So pi iota and pi iota will be cancelled out. So value of a is what? 2 by 5. In this question they have asked the value of a. So option number A is correct. So this question is asked in GATE 2018 in mechanical branch, and the previous problem is asked in, you can see here, in EC branch, right? Now see this question, basically this question is asked in GATE 2015 in EC branch. So this is the summary of the today's lecture. In the next lecture we will try to cover more problem based on these important formula, because as in the first lecture I already told most of the problem are asked in complex integration. A complex variable is based on complex integration, and also Cauchy-Riemann equation, analytic function, then further we move on the Taylor series, right? Few problems are based on modulus, limit. So these are the important problem which are basically based on this complex integration. So in the next lecture I will try to cover more problem based on this. So thank you for watching this video.